In Palestine, the situation in Khan Younis worsens. The Israeli occupation army carries out a threatening evacuation for the Gaza people in the Nasser hospital complex. From Gaza, our correspondent Huda Hegazi tells us the details.
The situation in the Nasser hospital complex in the governorate of Khan Younis is getting more and more complicated. Today, the troops of the Israeli occupation army have started to call the evacuees who were inside the hospital with the speakers to start evacuate. They haven't been specified who they want to evacuate, and they have assured that they could only evacuate the refugees who were inside the hospital, the patients and the wounded who can walk, and the families of the medical teams who were also evacuated in that hospital. However, the wounded who are in difficult situation and the medical teams must remain inside the hospital complex, and they have been prevented from leaving. However, the evacuation process, according to eyewitnesses, is being quite complicated. The Israeli occupation army proceeds to carry out investigations with anyone who wants to leave. They are even being taken to controls. Investigations and controls can take hours and hours. It has been assured that several Gazans have been detained, and that is at the moment it is not known what their whereabouts are. What they have also assured us is that Israel prevents people from carrying their basic needs or belongings with them, and therefore they cannot live with anything, only with the clothes they wear. They cannot even take out the tents that they proceeded to install in the Nasser hospital complex to take refugee or even clothes, mattresses or blankets. They cannot live with anything, only with the clothes they wear. Therefore, it has been assured that it is quite complicated. It is even believed that the evacuation process is a terrible process. You can see the troops of the occupation army, the tanks, and it has been assured that anyone who wants to leave is directly targeted with the pistols of the snipers of the Israeli occupation army. Even several Gazans, out of fear, have decided not to evacuate, to stay in the Nasser hospital complex, despite the difficult situation and the danger they could run into if they stayed there. Therefore, we can say that the situation is quite difficult, despite the allegation of the Israeli occupation army that they were going to make a crossing that will be a crossing that will not be dangerous, that will be, so to speak, a humanitarian corridor. However, all the allegations of the Israeli occupation army are totally false. There is no corridor that can be safe for the evacuation of Gazans, but they have assured that the evacuation process is a fairly dangerous process, quite difficult, and as I have said before and I reiterate, there are several Gazans who have decided and have preferred to stay inside the Nasser hospital complex, despite the danger they run into, to leave and be arrested or shot by the troops of the Israeli